Grazie. Good evening, everyone. We'll be starting the session at sharp 5 p.m. So kindly tell your friends to join in quickly. Good evening to all the students and the faculties who have joined in here. A gentle reminder that we will be starting the session at sharp 5 p.m. So kindly tell your friends and your students to join in quickly for the session. Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the students, professors, and the faculty members for joining us in today. On behalf of XLR, I sincerely thank you all for taking your time to be a part of the student development program on ACE coding interviews, DSE Mastery with Java. So, before we begin, let me give you a quick introduction to XLR. XLR was founded by an IIM ISB alumni in the year 2013, and it has 8 branches in 8 cities with its headquarters in Houston, USA. So far, XLR has trained over 8 lakhs plus students and professionals across various domains, catering to individuals, institutions, and industries. Few of our premium associations include iHub Divya Sampark, Naipunyam Skill AP, AppShe, TAS, BFSI, NASCOM Future Skill Prime, and many more. With over a decade of excellence in training, we have conducted 1,000 plus webinars, offered 30 plus technical courses, collaborated with 2,000 plus academic partners, and have worked with 5,000 plus placement partners. We have also trained 80,000 plus faculties through the faculty development program and 8 lakh plus students through the student development program. So till date, we have about 8,28,853 students participating and around 76,577 faculties participating in our everyday learning program. For today's student development program, we have registrations from various states. We have registrations from Maharashtra with 1,224, Andhra Pradesh with 1,205, and followed by Telangana and Karnataka. Our total registration for today stands of 4,333, and we have students and faculties joining us from different streams such as engineering, degree, MBA, and MCA. Our everyday learning initiative focuses on providing application and industry-oriented learning on trending technologies for free from industry experts with in-depth knowledge on the subjects. The goal is to provide hands-on experience, help students and faculties with real-world application, support institutions in meeting NAC and their NBA requirements. You can also find the registration link in the chat box. The learners can click on it to register, or they may also visit the XLR website to complete their registration. And upon successful completion of the program, participants will receive a participation certificate. Additionally, we also collaborate with colleges by signing MOUs to conduct and collaborate for the student and the faculty development programs, along with placement readiness drives to support students in their career development. Through the everyday learning programs, participants benefit from 30 plus hours of professional training, assignments and assessments, real-world industry use cases, placement preparation sessions, coding challenges and campus recruitment training, a lifetime LMS access, and at the end, certificate for participation. So this is how our LMS dashboard looks like. A student or a learner can log in using the username and the password that they have received through their email after the registration and can access the courses they have enrolled. They can also view the courses they have registered for in the past. So far, we have conducted almost 70 plus student development programs with 2,300 plus hours delivered. We have enrollment around 8,19,917 students and 2,000 plus colleges who participate for the program. And these are some of the programs which are common among the student development. We have Advanced Excel, Salesforce, ChatGPT and AI, Python programming, and SQL. Among the faculty development program, we have 600 plus hours delivered with a total of 50 plus faculty development program held and 2 lakh plus enrollments with again 2,000 plus participating colleges regularly. And among the faculty development program, we have data analytics, digital marketing, deep learning, and Gen AI using industry applications most common. So this is how our faculty and the student development certificates look like. These certificates will be given to the learners after they register for the program and attend the live online classes regularly every day. It is important for the learner to mark their attendance in each session so they can be eligible to receive the certificate upon completion. These were a few recent engagements. We have successfully conducted program at prestigious institutions like IIT Roorkee. We have conducted training on data analytics and Minitab for the faculties and the research scholars there. This is at BITS Pilani campus, Hyderabad campus, where it was a student initiative where students approached XLR to conduct programs on Power BI and machine learning. Apart from that, we've also had a skill up program for the final years, which was a 240 plus hours of campus recruitment training with placement assistance that started from Jan 2024 and ended by April 2024 and had covered coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, resume and LinkedIn profile buildings. And at the end, there was also a group discussion and personal interviews held. So this is a participation certificate that was provided to the students after completing the Skill Up program. It was issued by I Have Divya Sampark, which is a joint initiative of IIT Roorkee and the Government of India's Department of Science and Technology, where out of 50,000 students, only 5,200 students were eligible for the certificate that was given, and this was based on their attendance and their assignments. These are a few newspaper snippets covering the Skill Up program. As you can see, we had the highest registrations from APSSDC, where around 10,150 engineering students had attended this online Skill Up program. These were a few programs which was held in the month of March, April, and this was in May. So now coming to today's session on Student Development Program on ACE Scoring Interviews, DSC Mastery with Java. It is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest for today. We are honored to have our distinguished academicians with us who bring us decades of experience, research excellence, and contributions to education and innovation. Firstly, we have Dr. H.C. Satish Kumar, who is a principal and professor of Department of AI and ML at Kalpataru Institute of Technology, Tiptur. Sir holds a PhD in computer science and engineering with 30 plus years of experience and currently is a principal and professor at Kalpataru Institute of Technology. He has published over 50 plus research papers in national and international journals and conferences. He is a life member of the Indian Society for Technical Education and the Institution of Engineers, fellow of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers. So, Satish sir, we would like to hear a few words from your end.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. Respected team, XLR, esteemed trainers, faculty members, and dear students. It's great honor to be with you today as the distinguished guest for the inauguration of 15-day student development program on ACE coding interviews DSA mastery with Java. I sincerely thank XLR for this invitation. I would like to congratulate XLR for organizing such a meaningful initiative. Today, companies are looking for beyond academic marks. They seek candidates with strong problem solving skills, logical thinking, and ability to apply knowledge in real world situations. By offering industry focused training like this, XLR is helping students to bridge the gap between classroom learning and industry expectations. Dear students, this program is not just about learning Java or data structures and algorithm. It is about developing the mindset to solve problems, think analytically, and prepare confidently for technical interviews. Remember, a programming language teaches you how to write code, but DSA teaches you how to think. My advice is simple. Don't participate just for the sake of certificate. Participate to build your skills. Knowledge and consistent practice are the keys to success in the technology industry. Over the next 15 days, attend every session sincerely, ask questions, practice coding daily, and make the best use of experienced mentors from XLR. The effort you invest today will create opportunities for the brighter tomorrow. Once again, I appreciate XLR for its commitment to student development and wish all the participants a wonderful learning experience and great success in their career. Thank you and all the best. Happy learning. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. That was such an insightful and informative talk. Next, we have Dr. Shahid Tikya, who is a principal from MSPM Sri Shivaji Polytechnic Institute, Parbani. Sir holds a PhD in Electrical and Electronic Engineering with 23 years of teaching experience and currently serving as a principal at MSPM Sri Shivaji Polytechnic Institute, Maharashtra. He holds a master's in Electronics Engineering and specializes in Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and wireless sensor networks. Sir has also published 7 research articles in leading national and international journals, contributing to emerging technologies in electronics and AI. So it's a warm welcome to you, and we would like to hear a few words from your end, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. It is a great pleasure to be here today for inauguration of the ACE coding interviews, DSA Mastery with Java, a student development program organized with XLR. First, I would like to congratulate the organizer for creating this valuable learning opportunity for students. Programs like this are extremely important because today the graduates are expected not only the process technical knowledge, but also practical skills, problem solving ability, and industry readiness. We are currently witnessing a technology revolution driven by AI, cloud computing, data science, automation, industry 4.0, IoT, cybersecurity. So these technologies are transferring industry at an unprecedented pace. The engineers of the today will be responsible for developing the solutions, innovations, and technologies that will shape tomorrow's world. However, success in engineering is not determined solely by academic scores. Employers look for candidates who can apply their knowledge in the real world challenges, work efficiently in teams, communicate ideas clearly, and continuously adapt to emerging technologies. The partnership between academia and industry helps bridge the gap between classroom learning and professional expectations. Though such collaboration, students gain exposure to industry practices, current technologies, and practical application that enhance the employability and career practice. Remember, the future belongs to these who are willing to learn, innovate, adopt. Your engineering degree provides the foundation, but your continuous learning and practical experience will determine your success. I sincerely thanks XLR, the faculty members, trainer, and organizer for their efforts in conducting the initiative. I wish all participants a productive learning experience and successful future. Thank you and best wishes to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your kind words. It was a pleasure having you with us today.
Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Padmaja Pulicherla, who is the professor and head of the Department of AIML Department, Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management. Ma'am has published 27 research papers in national and international journals and completed 20 plus NPTEL certifications, IGIP trained and PBL certified educator. She promotes project-based learning, problem solving, real-world applications, and active learning strategies to enhance student engagement and skill development. She's been an active contributor to Smart India Hackathon for 6 years, encouraging innovation and industry-relevant student projects. So, Padmaja ma'am, I request you to deliver a few words of guidance to the students.
Padmaj ma'am, you have access.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is Padmaja. I'm from Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management. Give me a minute. Yeah. So ours is a green building. We have established from the past 25 years, our college is in um, rated silver rated campus. And my association with XLR is from almost 12 years. So I think Ram Thawa 2013 has established XLR, and from 2014 I have joined as a student. At the age of 47, if I can learn, why not my student? This was my thing. What I want to promote to the students, and as a teacher, every day we have also to learn. From the past 8 years or 9 years, if I'm watching the students of Gen Z, they're very much lagging in data structures and how to solve a problem. So that is a very, even though industry is promoting AI, ML, machine learning and all, to me, it's like a problem solving also only. So basic things students are missing. That's why we made our students, as it is a free learning platform, which Ram Thawa has proposed. So we are completely almost 100 plus students have joined today from our institutions. So not much taking time. I want you people to learn and enjoy. And as a part of XLR and Hitam, Hyderabad Institute, there are so many things we can do once you get the certificate. And we have Smart India hackathons, we have project-based learning, we can do NPTL. So you can even crack the codes. You can even go for placement papers, lead code, so many other national level hackathons you can crack. And I request you, every one of you, of us to be with pen and paper so that you can solve any of the problem. So hope you enjoy learning with XLR, and that's all. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that informative talk. So next, we have the subject matter expert for the day, Mr. Sachin Namdiovasa, whose professional profile is results-driven professional with a strong foundation in computer science and marketing, specializing in business intelligence. He is proficient in advanced Excel, Power BI, data cleaning, data modeling, DAX, and building interactive dashboards. He is skilled in transforming raw data into actionable insights to support data-driven decision-making and improve organizational performance. Sachin sir, we would like to hear a few words from your end.
Hello everyone, very good evening. So first of all, I would like to add few things over here. Not only about this technical expertise. So I am a Java full stack developer, as well as I do training for the data structures and algorithms. So and about this course, guys, we are going to for the next 15 days we are going to uh, go through the all the DSA, and in that we are going to use the Java as a programming language. We'll talk about the different thing like trees, graphs, list, link list, everything over here, and we'll try our best to take the hands on. Okay. Today also we'll talk about the what is DSA, how DSA going to help us out into the getting into the industry, and what all are things we need to prepare. Okay, so because everyone talk about the DSA, but how to prepare that, which all are topics we need to prepare. So all those things we are going to cover over here. I would like to thanks to the XLR and team, and of course the academician, those who have shared their valuable knowledge over here. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward your cooperation. We'll try our best to. I will try my best to give you the as much as knowledge in the field of data structures and algorithm. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. We're really looking forward to an engagement and an insightful session from your end. And I would like to thank all the guests again for their inspiring words and their time for taking out to this student development program. So now I would like to invite Mr. Amar Shivate to walk us through the elements.
Thank you.
Or, okay.
Yes, sir. Sachin sir, saying something?
No. You carry on after that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So once again, very good evening to all the participants, faculty members, and today's guest. So, dear bright minds, I will just take 5 to 7 minutes of your time, and I will walk through about the LMS. Okay. So in that, on joining the classes, accessing the recordings, accessing the material, accessing the attendance, and on top of it, not only for now, but in the future as well, how you can access these things with about the attendance, about the certification, all these doubts I will clear in the next 5 to 7 minutes. So please listen me carefully. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. So dear participant, LMS is known as a learning management system, and it's XLR online portal to provide you one-stop solution for all e-learning content. Okay, we connected here today, right? So today you receive any links. From tomorrow onwards, you have to use the LMS to join the session, right? So how we can access the LMS portal? Those who are registered till today 5 o'clock, to all of them, we already provided the access and you received any 2 emails. The first email, that is LMS portal account details by XLR. In that mail, you will find 3 important things. First is portal link, that is nothing but the LMS URL. Second one is email address, that is nothing but your username. Your mail ID is your username, your registered mail ID, and then password. Okay, so this is system generated password which you can access or which you can use to access the LMS portal for first time. Afterwards, I will show you how you can update the password and you can use the password whatever you want. Second email, you are able to see that is welcome to SDP honest coding interviews DSA master with Java by XLR. So this mail is giving the confirmation to you that this course is successfully added on your LMS dashboard. Now suppose there are few members are already attended our previous program like SDP or FDP. In that scenario, you received only one email, that is this email as a welcome email. For that members, if you're not remembering the password, whatever you received whenever you registered for first program, no need to worry, you can utilize the forward your password option. So now I will go back on the first email and there I have my details. I will just click on the URL. I will provide my details and I will go to the dashboard. Now let me reshare my screen and let me open the browser. Okay. So once you click on the browser, it will take you to your default browser. So my default browser is Chrome. So it will take me to the Chrome and it will show you as a sign-in page. Okay, so once you click on that URL, whatever you received there, so you will find the sign-in page and there you need to provide your details, your username, your password, and you can click on and sign in. It will take you to the dashboard. So while filling the details, make sure that you are adding your details correctly without any issues or error. Then only it will take it to the dashboard or else it will give the error. Then I said that those who receive only welcome email, what we can do in that scenario, we don't know about our password, right? Username, you know that that will be your mail ID itself, but how about the password? So what you can do, you can just click on forget your password, type it here, your registered mail ID, click on same reset instructions, set up the password and follow the same process again. So now I have my details with me. I provided that details. I will click on a sign in. So what next? So it will take me through the dashboard. Okay. And you guys can see here, there are many options are available here onto the dashboard. So we'll go one by one. So you have back to home page. See, if you are here, you are able to see the couple of products or couple of courses in collaboration with NASCOM and XLR. So M Plus and XLR, that is the credit-based courses. If you are here on this page, you can just click on the profile. You can check right hand upper corner, click on a profile, go on a dashboard. Then only you will be able to see all these options. Then coming to the community, for now, for this program, you're not required to use community. Then coming to the leaderboard, guys. So upon your course completion or upon your test submissions or assignment submissions, so that is to update. So how it will be there for hacker rank or lead code in that scenario. Okay. But again, I will say that as this is open program, nothing to worry about the leaderboard. But the most important thing that is about the dashboard. How we will able to join the session from tomorrow onwards. Today, you receive a link from your college, or as you register, you receive an email from the XLAS site, right? So from tomorrow, you will be not receiving the email. So how we can join the session? So you can check here on my dashboard, you are able to see the live session today pop up, right? In that, you can check, you are able to see today's live session, day 1, 6th July. I am opening that. Once I open that, you are able to see the 2 links. That is, one is Zoom meeting with meeting ID and passcode. As it's open meeting ID and passcode is not required. Still, if anyone is required, then yes, it's provided here. If you're facing any challenges over the Zoom, then session is live on YouTube as well. You can just click on to this YouTube link and it will take you through the YouTube channel. So special instruction for the YouTube members, those who are there on YouTube watching the live streaming. So dear participants, make sure that whatever the query or question you have, you are posting into the live stream chat box will get there below the console. Okay, the first thing. Second thing, whatever the links or important files are there, we'll be sharing into the live chat itself. And if you wish to continue from the YouTube as well, just subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. On a daily basis, you're not required to get notification from somewhere, or you're not required to wait for to get the link. YouTube itself will provide you the reminder that today's class will be there. It will be there for before 30 minutes. See, our class will be running 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday to Friday, right? So sharp at 6:30, you will get notification from YouTube itself that you have a class. Okay, the class will start in that way. Okay, so now clear on the joining the session, join Zoom meeting, click here to join the YouTube. Here, one more option is there, is little bit confusing, right? So mark as present. Just clicking on the mark as present will not mark your presentee. For presentee, there is a separate and different scenario. I will explain it now. So clear on joining the session. In live session today, on a daily basis, as per the day, you will find the pop-up for that particular day. Suppose tomorrow will be the day 2, then it will be day 2, 7th July. Okay. Now I'm scrolling down and there you can check. I have one more option, that enroll courses. On my dashboard for now, I have 148 enrolled courses. Okay. I will focus on today's course, which was launching today. So I will open this SDP. Okay. So once I open that, I will find the many things in the curriculum. Okay. So this is something which you can call curriculum. In that, the first thing that is agenda. So whatever we are going to learn for the next 15 days for 30 hours. So day-wise agenda is available here. Okay. So you can go through that, which will be helpful for you. Okay. To get ready, to get prepared for upcoming classes. Then below that, we have attendance and feedback link. Okay. So please make sure that you are marking your attendance or you are sharing your feedback on a daily basis. The link for attendance and feedback is common itself. So filling this link every day will consider your attendance. Okay. Second thing, the attendance link will be open only for 1 hour. That will be 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Okay. In that 1 hour only, you have to mark your attendance. Okay. And those who are not able to access the LMS as of now, no need to worry. We'll be sharing the attendance link over the Zoom in a chat and over the YouTube in a live stream chat. Okay, sharp at 8:30 p.m. Now, before going back, guys, 60% attendance is mandatory to get the certificate of participation. Okay, first thing. And just some additional instructions. Please use the same email ID to fill out the form every day. So what will happen? It will create your single one account. If you're going to use the many or multiple mail IDs, so it will create your duplicate accounts and you will not reach that criteria of 60%. Okay. So it will hamper your certification. So make sure that you are using a single mail ID to fill the form every day. Clear on attendance and feedback. Now coming to the live session, which I already explained how you can join the session. You can check here below live session, you have two options, that is session recordings and material. Okay. So coming to the session recordings, device recordings will be available here and materials as well available here. The practice files, if any codes important, which sir would like to share with you, yes, will be available on the LMS portal. If any PDF or PPT, which is important as reading material, that will be available on the portal. So this is how you can access the entire dashboard. Okay. And then in the future, if you have any query or question, you have help button here, you can reach out to us. We'll get back to you via email. Okay. And then coming to the settings and dashboard, let me go back. So once you click onto the profile here, you will be able to see the option dashboard settings logout. So once visit the settings, so this is not mandatory, which you can update your profile. It's up to you. Okay, if you want, you can. But the important thing, as a system generated password is a little bit lengthy, it's always difficult, right, to copy paste or to keep in mind. So in that scenario, you can update password whatever you want. Once both the passwords are going to be matched, update password button will be enabled, and from next time onwards, you can use that password. Okay, so this is how you can access the things. Thank you so much from like on the part of LMS. I'm done. So if you have any query or question about the LMS portal, you can keep posting into the chat box. You can tag me directly. Okay, and I will take up that. If anybody is not registered, I will be sharing the registration link right now after my talk. And you can make sure that you are completing your registration. So you will also get the LMS access by tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for listening, and Sheetal, over to you.
Thank you so much, Amar. Now I would like to hand over the session to our subject matter expert, Mr. Sachin, sir. You can take over the session, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sheetal. Okay, guys, so very good evening, everyone. Let me share this. So, guys, today we are going to talk about the introduction to DSA. Then we'll talk about the time and space complexity. Then we'll talk about Java review for DSA. And then we'll talk about the problem solving approach and all. So these are the things we are going to discuss over here. Okay. And in between, if you have any question, query, guys, you can feel free to ask. I will try my best to answer because try to put a question in chat. Okay. I will reply you there. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So, guys, let's start with the intro DSA. Okay. So, what do you think that why this is important that we have to learn the DSA and all? Any idea? Yes. Any idea why should we focus on the DSA? Why companies are focusing on the DSA? Why everyone is talking about the DSA? Any idea, guys? Okay, developing a logic and problem solving. Very good. What else? So guys, if you put the chat into the everyone normal chat, okay, so it will be great because separately takes a lot of time and all. Okay, okay. So somebody said DSA teaches you how to make it work efficiently. Yes, efficiently. 1 minute. Let me go to the normal chat. To improve the problem solving skill. Very good. Yes, correct. Correct. For the arrangement and retrieval of data is if a efficient way. Correct. To solve the problem in our, okay. So data structure help you to store and organize the data. Yes, correct. Build a strong programming foundation to find the best solution every problem. Correct. Logic building and optimizing system. Correct. To store. Okay, guys. So in short, if you observe, so this DSA will help us out to do the code faster and more efficiently, and it will help us out to build our logical thinking to solve the problem. Okay, so you guys can see here the is the foundation of software engineering. So you must heard the many memes available on LinkedIn and many places that like that uh, in an interview they are asking about you the data structures and algorithm, but at last we have to go and do the create a REST APIs and all. Of course, we have to create a REST APIs and all, but how efficiently we are going to do the code, that is also very important. Okay, uh, am I audible, guys? Everyone can hear me properly? Hello, guys. Can you please once confirm? Okay, great. So I think others please check from your side also. Great. Okay. So data structure and algorithm is a foundation of software engineering. So if you want to be a developer, if you want to be in the software industry, you must be have a very good problem solving skill. Okay, so how this problem solving skill is going to help us out? So if the multiple people are having the same problem statement, and if they are solving in a different way, so obviously the more efficient way is going to help us out. Okay, so every application like banking application, social media application, or e-commerce application, or any application is there. Okay, so we are going to use the for example, if I have to store the multiple customers, multiple records efficiently and all, so in that case definitely I am going for the data structure. Okay, so simply writing a code that work not enough is not a software industry. Okay, so if you are going to write down the simply code and if we think that it is going to help us out, so it's not going to help us out. So what actually companies are expecting from the developer? Okay, so they want the developer should write a code faster, first of all. Then second thing, they are going to check the memory efficiency. Obviously, memory is very important thing. So that memory efficiency is very important one. Then the code, whichever code you are going to write down. Okay, how that code is scalable. In future, can we add the more functionality into that? Can we scale up or scale down that code? Okay, and how that code is easy to maintain. Okay, so all these four things, if developer achieve, then we can say that code is a efficient, or from the DSA point of view, it is a good one. Okay. What kind of a disturbance? Because there is a nothing on my side. So anyone else, can you just tell me what kind of a disturbance is there? Okay, it is cracking. Okay. 1 minute. Let me check. 1 minute. Now is it audible? Can you hear me properly, everyone? Still not? So there are many people are saying yes. What about others? Okay, let's go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I
Now
will
it's
request
clear.
you
You
please
can
chat.
continue.
Sorry, Amar.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear. You can continue, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so simply writing down the simple code is not okay. So in the software industry, companies expect developer to write a code, which is they will write a faster code. It should be memory efficient. Okay, it should be in future if you want to scale up or scale down, that you can easily do. Okay, and easy to maintain. So these are the four things we can say developers need to achieve while writing down the code. And how can you achieve that? You can achieve that with the help of DSA, guys. Okay, right. Now, what is data structure? So data structure is a way of organizing and storing the data so it can be accessed and modified efficiently. So we are able to access and modify that data very, very efficiently. Oh. Amar, just can you just give me a 2 minutes? I will just change the network. I think people are facing a problem.
Sure.
Just can you give me 2 minutes? Please,
Yes.
please.
See, guys, I already said that attendance link will be shared at 8:30. Okay, so before that, you will not get any link. So make sure that, like, don't worry, no need to post the message about the attendance. You will be receiving that sharp at 8:30. Okay. So Sachin sir is facing the issue with the network. So he's just changing the network. Meanwhile, if anybody is missed on to the registration part, I shared the registration link. You can just make sure that you are submitting your registration to get the LMS access. Attendance percent, that criteria is 60%. Okay. Minimum 60%. Mayur, it's already shared over the mail. You can check, or I explained that how you can access on that part. So you can go through that once via YouTube video. Okay. Yeah, RK, I explained that. So guys, one more announcement. So you should rename yourself with your actual name. Okay. So if you are going to name yourself as a Vivo, Oppo, Samsung, iPhone, how we can call your names, right? So you can just click on participant, move the cursor on your name. There will be the three dots, the more option. There you will find the option to rename. Just click on that. Okay. and you will be able to rename yourself, rename with your actual name. Attendance link will be shared at 8:30. There is nothing too much to get confused. You will get the link, you have to mark. Very simple. This program is for 15 working days, Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay.
Okay, Amar, very sorry because of heavy rain. There is a problem, but okay,
Yes,
it
sir,
will
no
not
problem.
happen again.
Yep.
Yes, I hope now it is very clear to everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, great. Sorry. So, guys, okay, let's start. So, we were talking about the why the normal code writing is not going to help us out, guys. Okay, so we need to write a code which is going to be a fast, which is going to be a memory efficient, and in future, if you want to scale up or scale down, okay, we must be able to do that, and it will be very easy to maintain. Okay, so all these four pillars, while writing down the code, we must achieve. Then and then only we are able to, you know, do the efficient coding over here. So first of all, the question is that what is data structure? So most of you already answer that very well. Okay, very good. So data structure is a way of organizing and storing the data so it can be accessed and modified efficiently. So we are able to access anything or we are able to modify that data very, very easily over here. Okay, guys. So the just take one example, like imagine a library is there. So in library we have a lot of books and all. Okay, so if books are thrown randomly on the floor or anywhere, okay, so searching it will take a lot of hours. So if you don't know where the book is kept, if you have not maintained that properly and all, so obviously you are going to face the problem. Okay, so updating it is also very going to be a very difficult. So removing book is also going to be a very difficult. But in case if you arrange those books properly, very well, like by subjects you are organized, by authors you are organized, by their ISBN number you are organized. So all those things if you are done, then you'll come to know that it will be much faster to search the any book over there. So data structure perform the same role for data inside computer. Okay, so how the things you can do better, how you can search the things better, that's how it is going to help you out. Is that clear, guys? What is data structure to everyone? So data structure is a way of organizing and storing the data so it can be accessed and modified efficiently. Okay, great. Thank you. Now let's move ahead. So there are many examples. Like instead of storing the student data randomly like anything, so we can store it organized form, like we can have an index number from them. We can have a names, we can have a marks for them. Okay. So now data become a easier to search, like insert, update, delete, everything you can perform very easily. Now this there is a something very important we need to understand, that is nothing but the algorithm. So what do you mean by algorithm, guys? What do you mean by algorithm? Set of instruction, procedure, very good, step by step process, finite sequence, very nice, very nice. Correct. So process of solving problems. Correct. Correct. Okay. So what is an algorithm? So an algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. So if you want to solve any problem, so for that you are going to follow the step-by-step. Okay. So that is called as algorithm. Okay. So think of it like if any, so for example, I would like to make a tea. So what will be the steps? So step one, first we are going to boil the water. Then we'll add the tea powder in that. Then we'll add the sugar into that, right? And then we'll add the milk into that. And then of course we'll start boiling that. and at last we'll solve that. So this sequence is nothing but the algorithm, guys. Is that okay for you all? Very good, Shruti. Algorithm is a step-by-step process to solve the problem or complex completing the task. Correct, correct. Okay, so this is nothing but the algorithm. Okay, I hope you are getting that right. Is that example okay for you all? And if you talk about the software example, guys, okay, so suppose I would like to find the largest number amongst the given number. Okay, so how can I write down the code for that? Okay, so first of all, we'll start, okay, and then take the first number as the largest number, then compare with the second, then if the bigger, update the largest, repeat till the end, okay, and print the largest and end will be there. So like that we can have the small example for the software. Okay, is that fine for everyone? Hello. Great. After that, now, what is DSA? So DSA is a combination of two things, data structure and algorithms. Okay. So it is a combination of data structure as well as algorithm. So it can create the efficient software. What it will create, guys? It will create a efficient software over here. Okay. So data structure store the data, algorithm process the data, and together they will solve the problem efficiently. Okay. So that is called as a DSA. Is that okay, guys? Have you got the idea how the data structure and algorithm is going to help us out to solve the problem? Great, great. So I hope you guys are getting that. Great. Then why do we need a DSA? So suppose we have the 10 students searching manually is easy. Okay. But suppose you have a 10 million users and searching line by line become a extremely slow. So efficient algorithm will help us out to solve this kind of a problem in milliseconds. So it will hardly take few seconds. Okay. And through that we are easily able to solve the problems, guys. Is that okay for you all? Why do we need? So I will request you for 2 minutes. Can you please go through the what is data structure, what is algorithm, what is data structure and algorithm, and why do we need a DSA? And you can share it into the chat box. Your example, why do we need a DSA? Can you do that for 2-3 minutes, guys? Please reply. Hello, everyone. Yes, please.
Okay, guys. So I hope most of you are replying. So searching and finding the information fast and improve the performance. Okay, stack and queues. Okay, LIFO, FIFO. Most software companies use DSA to evaluate candidate, right? Okay, okay. Yes, most of you are respond well. Great, great. Okay, move ahead. Then, if you want to talk about the example like Google search, okay. So, so when you want to type anything like okay, like if you want to search, suppose you want to search for the Spring Boot tutorial. So Google search billions of web pages it is. So it doesn't compare one by one. So it use trees, hash tables, graphs, indexing algorithm. So without DSA, searching would take the hours of time. But if you observe, it is going to be very fast, right? Very fast. In few seconds, 1 minute. Srinidhi. Srinidhi, can you please send again because I haven't seen your message because there are a lot of messages are coming at a time. Okay, so I won't be able to see. I think you have something important. Can you please resend that message? Okay, wait a minute. Let me. No, somebody else is DSA Java. Put your own name now. Why you are putting DSA Java and all? Wait, Srinidhi, if you are Sai Srinidhi, if you are listening me, can you please put a message again? Because as you can observe here, there are n number of messages are coming, and I won't be able to see all those at a time. Sir, there is a too many difficulties to join the class. Can you please send the direct link to the class? Ah, direct link to the class. I think it is getting broadcasted on YouTube also, right? So you can access from there as well. At the end, definitely they will share the PDFs also. Okay, don't worry. 8:30, you can join the live. You can see the live, and they have told now on the portal also the attendance link is there, right? Feedback link is there. From there also you can fill up. Okay, we'll continue to the class. I'm sorry. Okay, so that there are many examples are there. Okay, Amazon and all lot of examples are there. You can refer those examples over here. Okay. Now, guys, importance of DSA in software. So faster programming. So the first one is a fast. So guys, very honestly, I'm telling you today, don't expect that I'm going to take the problem statement and I'm going to solve that and all. Okay. So as you observe that most of the topics which we are going to discuss today, it is a theoretical only, right? Most concept related questions, topics are there. So please forgive me in that case, but definitely from tomorrow we'll start the problem solving and all. Okay. Okay. So now see your faster programs are important. So bad algorithm like 10-second optimized algorithm might take the 0.0 second or very less time as compared to the previous one. Okay. So those faster programs are very, very important for the uh, uh, for the industry, and that's what DSA is going to help us out. Okay. That is the first point. Second is the less memory uses. So efficient data structure reduce the RAM uses, obviously CPU uses, cloud cost and all. Okay, so large companies save millions through the optimizing software. So if you are able to optimize the memory, so definitely it is going to help you out. So the first one is a fast programs, second one is the less memory uses, and the third one is the scalability. So application user like 100 users are there, 1000 users are there, 1 million user or many users are there. Only efficient DSA allow software to scale smoothly. So scaling up very few time, very we are going to scale down, but scaling up only we are going to face the problem, right? Okay. So for that reason, we need to have a very good DSA which will allow us to scale up our software. Okay. Yes, attendance will be taken for this class 8:30. Okay, 8:30 they will share the link. So please don't ask anything related to attendance, guys. You guys focus here. Anyhow, by default, you'll get a 8:30 link into the chat box. 8:30 after 8:30. So better coding skill. So DSA improve the logical thinking, your problem solving, analytical ability and all. Okay. So, and coding confidence will be improved. So that is the main reason we need to focus more on the DSA over here. Okay. Right. So normally, then you must have a question in your mind that where this DSA and all useful. So obviously in product-based companies. So I know that all of you are eager to join an organization and the organization which I listed over here. So definitely most of you are interested to join the organization like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Apple, Adobe, Oracle, Salesforce, Atlassians. Correct, guys? All of you are interested, right? So you must be very, very good into the DSA. Okay, it is not like that only 15 days, 2 hours every day if we done. No, you have to spend a lot of time. You have to solve as many as examples you can. Okay, so guys, definitely you will go through that. Okay. It is not like that service based companies DSA not required. It is not like that. Okay, nowadays any company, even though they are into the service based, definitely they will ask you the DSA question because they wanted to check. Yes, lead code and all you can practice from there. Okay, next. So, okay, so you can see here in banking domain, you can DSA use for transaction searching, fraud detection and all. So in e-commerce, you can use it for product search and all. Okay. Then recommendations and all, social media like friends, suggestion feeds and all. In healthcare industry, patient record scheduling. In gaming like pathfinding, AI opponent and all. Then cybersecurity, encryption, pattern matching. So in that case, you can use the DSA. So cloud computing, resource scheduling, caching and all. So there you can use a DSA, data science like processing, optimization, artificial intelligence, searching, graphing. So all these different domains are there in a DSA. Okay. Okay, we'll talk about this data structure in the upcoming part like arrays, linked list, stack, queue, hash table, trees, hash map, graph, try, okay, and all. Okay, we'll also talk about the algorithms like searching algorithms, sorting algorithms, recursion, backtracking, divide and conquer, greedy algorithm, dynamic programming, graph algorithms, tree algorithms, okay, string algorithms, sliding windows, okay, two pointers. So many things we are going to discuss over here. Okay, so this is about the introduction of DSA, guys. Okay, so I will request you, you can, if you have any question query till here, you can feel free to ask. And after 2-3 minutes, I will go for the next part. Is that okay? Till here, guys, for everyone. 1 minute. Huh? I notice the course teacher DSA using Java. Could you explain why Java was chosen? Okay. See here, Java, most of the people, it is not like that the chosen Java only. You can go for C++, you can go for Python also. But in Java, there is something called as a collection framework. Okay. And collection framework will help you out to solve the most of the problem very fast. So that's why Java is also one of the option. Option is yours, guys. This course is a DSA using Java. So there is a no need to discuss on the language. So it's up to you. It is not like that Python or C++ or Java. Okay. No, no, no. Java fundamentals. I'm not going to
focus more on that, but we'll try to solve that. Industry value, both Java as well as Python. About DSA, you need to have a basic understanding of Java. Okay. So in Java, you just prepare the fundamentals of Java syntax and all. Okay. Little bit work on the collection framework. Okay. So all those things, if you do that, prerequisite is fine. You can do the JavaScript using TypeScript is a bigger picture, but you can go for JavaScript using DSA. That's not a problem, Jatin. You can do that. Cases we if you remember in the introduction, I have they have mentioned that the material will be there, so obviously we'll share that. Don't worry. Okay, so I hope I answer most of your. How many days I required to learn the DSA to get? 2 hours every day. Go for if you are good learner, 6 months are more than enough. We'll solve the problem. Okay, we'll solve the problem. You can go for core Java books for the preparing basics. Lead Code is a platform where you'll get a questions, where you can attend the competition, you can get your score. Okay. Yes, I will continue with the Lakshita with the class. I know that there are unnecessary people are putting the most of the things. Okay, I can understand their intention. So I will answer the only uh, few people, those who are really asking the related question. Okay, now guys, how we can say that any problem which we have solved, whether it is a efficient or not. So there are two ways. Either we need to find out the time complexity, or either we need to find out the space complexity, okay, of that, right? So that's how we are going to discuss, check the whether it is a efficient or not, right? So first one, we are going to talk about the time complexity. So time complexity is nothing but the is a way of measure how the execution time of an algorithm grow as the input size increase. So if your input size is going to increase, how the execution time of algorithm grows. Okay. So time complexity does not measure the actual time in second. It measure the growth rate of an algorithm, how fast it is going to evolve. Okay. So like finding a student. So imagine you teach teacher with a 10 student, right? Okay. So if I ask the find Sachin, so you can quickly check each name. So now imagine if you have 10 lakh students, then searching one by one would take a much more time. Okay. So the longer the input, the more the important efficiency become. So this is exactly what time complexity measure, right? Understood this example, guys? For the time complexity. Okay, so I'll request you please go create your own example and share it into the chat box. And after that, we'll go ahead. Can you do that, everyone? Can you just create a one example for time complexity and then share it into the chat box? Can you do that? Yes, I will explain again. No problem. Okay, so you can observe here. So time complexity is way of measuring how to execution,
how the execution time of an algorithm grow as the input size increase. So more the input size, and then how your execution time is going to grow. Okay. So time complexity does not measure the actual time in second. It measure the growth rate. How the more the data, more the input size, it is going to increase. Is that okay? Okay, please. Just give me a 2 minutes, guys. You can go through that and then we'll go ahead. Yes, we will explain using the code also. Okay. In upcoming session, we'll explain using the code also. Okay, very good, very good. Let's move ahead. So don't worry, guys. Even I will show you the time complexity and all through the coding also. As I told you, let me explain the concept today, and then we'll start with the examples and everything. Okay. So searching book and all kind of examples are there. So why do we need a time complexity? Suppose two developer write a code for the same problem. Okay.
developer A and developer B is writing down the code for the same problem. Okay, so both program works properly. So we need to check which one is a faster. Okay, that's what we need to check. And so developer A is a faster. So time complexity helps to us to compare them. Okay, so if you have a multiple solution working same, but you want to check which one is a better, so you can take the one parameter called as a time complexity over here. Is that okay for you all? Okay, great. Now guys, see what is input size? That is a n. So in DSA we represent input by n. Okay, n is going to represent the input size. Okay, so instead of writing actual number, we can simply say, write a n. Okay, so please remember n is nothing but the input size over here. Okay, then what is big O notation? Can anyone tell me what is big O notation? So big O notation tell us how the running time increase when the input size increase. Okay, so correlation. So how the number of input increase and then how the input size is going to increase. So that is nothing but the big O notation. Okay, so big O notation going to tell us the how the running time increase when the input size increase, right? So input size increase, operations increase, time also increase. So big O increase, ignore the CPU speed. Okay, big O will ignore the RAM size, programming language, compilation, optimization. It focus only on the algorithm efficiency. So some people were asking Java or Python and all. So it's all about the how the algorithm which you have used, whether it is a efficient or not, guys. Okay, so that is nothing but the big O notation, right? After that, so why do we ignore the seconds? Okay, so suppose two computers execute the same algorithm. So computer 1 second, computer B 0.5 second, the algorithm is still the same. Okay, that's why we normally ignore the seconds and all into that. Okay, so therefore, instead of measuring seconds, we measure the number of operations. So in that particular given time, how many number of operations we have completed? That is a important thing. Okay. So now you can see this very simple example in first array of 0. So system.out.println 0. So whether the array has 10 element or 10 crore element, we want to search the first element. So it is going to be a constant O of 1. So we always access only the first element. So depends on operations 1, time complexity O of 1. So real world example like ATM balance checking. So if they have a thousands of accounts, but they wanted to check the balance for the person who has inserted the card, okay, who has entered the pin and all. So that is nothing but the ATM balance check and all. Okay. Okay. So I will repeat again. You can see here big O notations. Okay. So big O will tell us how the running time increase when the input size increase. Okay. So input size increase, then how the running time is going to increase, right? And we'll ignore the seconds and constant time. So it means even you have a 10,000 inputs, even you have a one input, or even you have a 100 input, you want to search the first one. So in that case, obviously, always access only the first element. Okay, so that's how it is going to work. Then O of n is nothing but the linear time. Okay, and all. So when we'll see the examples also, that time I'll talk about more about the uh, time complexities of the each example and all, right? So normally O log n. So this is a complexity appears in a binary search. Suppose you have a dictionary with 1,000 pages. So instead of checking the 1, 2, 3 pages like that, okay. So we'll open the middle page and then according to we'll check on which part it is and all. So like that we are going to found. So each step cut the search space in a half. So that's why O log of n. Okay. So there are many things are there. We'll see the examples in future whenever we'll solve that, right? Okay. So big O comparison table you can see here. So O of n is a constant, excellent. Okay, so array index access is there. O of log n logarithmic, so very fast binary search. Then O of n again linear, good. So linear search. O, so whenever we talk about the sorting and all that time also we'll discuss this. Okay. So big O growth is like this. O of 1 is having a less growth, then O of log n, O of n, O of n log n, O of n square, O of 2 raised to n, then O of n naught. Okay. So this is how the input size increase, execution time also increase. So if you want, you can make a note of this, guys. Okay. And then we will go ahead. Now voice is breaking. How it is possible? Guys, my voice is not clear. It's clear, guys, now. So please check from your side also. It is a request. Okay, everyone make a note of this and then we'll go ahead. Wait. Okay. So you can see here. Wait. I'll repeat again. So O of n. So O of n space is there. Okay. So where we are going to, if n size is 100, so array size is also going to be 100. If n is going to be 1 lakh, then array size is also 1 lakh. So in that case, space complexity is going to be O of n. Okay. So time versus space trade-off is there. Okay. 1 minute. No, not like that. In by mistakenly, I think there was a button I have clicked mute one. Okay. So, okay, I'll repeat again. So we are talking about the space complexity. So space complexity measures the how much extra memory an algorithm require as the input size grows. So if your input size is going to grow, then how much extra memory an algorithm require as the for you. Okay. So it include the variables, it include the arrays, it include the objects, function calls, stack for recursion and all. So temporary data structure and all, it will include. Okay. So if we say O of one space, so int sum is equal to 0. So for int I is equal to 0, I is less than n and all. Okay. So only one variable is there. Okay, only one variable is there regardless of a input size. So space complexity is going to be O of 1. Then O of n space is there, right? So that is nothing but the number of input equal to your array size. Okay. So time versus space trade-off. So sometimes we use a more memory to reduce the execution time also. So example like without hash map, every search element O of n. So with hash map, store it in memory and then search in instantly O of 1. So here we are using an extra memory. So that is nothing but a time versus space trade-off. So sometimes we use a more memory to reduce the execution time and all. Okay. So we are adding a additional memory, but achieve a much faster performance. So that is a example of time versus space trade-off. So I'll request you, you can go through the time versus space trade-off. Okay. And then you can create just share the another example for that. Okay. Can you do that? Yes, guys. Can you guys go through that time versus space trade-off? Yes, please go through that. You can create one example and share it over here, and then we will go ahead. Yes, everyone, please go through the time versus space trade-off. Okay, so you can see here the time versus space trade-off. Okay, so here I would like to explain how the time versus space trade-off is there. Means what? Sometimes, till now we have discussed what is time complexity. So if our input size is increasing, with that, how much time is going to grow? That's what the time complexity. Space complexity with input size increase, how much space we will increase? That is nothing but the space complexity. But there are certain cases where time versus space trade-off is there. So suppose we are without hash map, we are trying to search the element, okay, but with hash map we'll store that value into the memory, extra memory, okay, and search instantly. So that is nothing but the time versus space trade-off. Here we are going to use the additional memory but achieving the much faster speed. That's what I would like to explain, and I am expecting from you guys you should share one more example like this. Is that okay for you all now? So I hope I have explained again. Is that okay for the people, those who are not understood? Okay, great. So hash map is a data structure which we'll discuss because see today is a first day and we are talking about the introduction. Okay. So definitely I will explain you about the hash map and all also. Don't worry. We we the people so time versus trade-off we were discussing. Okay. So we already discussed the what is time complexity and what is space complexity. Okay. So sometimes we use a more memory to reduce the execution time. Okay. So that concept is called as a time versus trade-off. Okay. So without hash map searching every element often, and with hash map storing value in a memory, search instantly off one. Okay. So we need a additional memory, but achieving a much faster space. So that is nothing but the time versus space trade-off. Yes, yes, very good. Good. Okay, next. These are some industry example and all are there. Okay. Obviously, we in future will discuss about these examples. So find whether array contains the duplicate element and all. So all these things, what is hash map and all. Definitely, we will discuss all those things in the upcoming session. It is not like that. Today's session is the last session. Okay. So I will try my best. See, whenever I'll explain, I will explain you from the people those who are, you know, they want to learn the DSA. They and those who are already learn, obviously definitely it will be a recap of thing for them. Okay. So those who are not having an idea, they wanted to do something, so they wanted to in future they wanted to get a path for to learn and all. So for that way I'm going to take the session. Okay. Now see how to calculate the time complexity over here. So single statement O of one, single loop is there. I hope everyone know the loop O of n, nested loop O n square. So loop has the input each time. So that is the O log n. So loop with a primary binary search and also O n log n all are there. Okay. So if you see here, so big O measure how an algorithm scale, not the exact execution time. Then time complexity tell us how fast an algorithm run as an input grow, and space complexity tell us how much extra memory it uses. Okay. So lower complexity generally means better scalability. Lower the complexity, better the scalability. Okay. So in interview and real world software engineering, selecting the right algorithm and data structure is often measure important than writing more line of code. Okay. So they are going to measure on the basis of how you are going to select the right algorithm and all. Okay. Okay, so I hope you got the idea till here. I'll request you go through that and then we will go ahead. Vamsi, yes, I have explained the examples of each one. Okay. Okay, and even though I told you to share the more example. Okay. So don't worry, I will try to explain the more examples. No issue. So in simple thing, let's take one example for space and time complexity trade-off. Suppose if you are not store the contact number in your mobile phone, for searching, it is taking lot of time. But if you store that example, it means you are you have used the memory. If your store means you have used the memory, but your search will be much faster. So that is the time versus space trade-off. Is that okay, Vamasi? Okay, no problem. So, guys, today was a bit hodgepodge. People are putting the unnecessary messages, so I'm not able. Okay. Now we'll go ahead. I think you guys are not listening my whole session. I told you we will do the coding and all everything from tomorrow. Okay. So today is a concept session. I'm explaining the concepts. You just see the topic. Okay. So when I will do the coding, that time definitely I will talk about the time and space complexity. Okay. So wait for 2 minutes and then we'll go ahead. Okay. With the next part. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Okay. Next. Okay, so now guys see here there is some people have asked the why what all are things need to be reviewed and all. Okay, so if you so where in Java use in DSA, so obviously so every DSA program use a Java concept like anything any program. So definitely as I told you, we'll write down the code tomorrow. So you can see here if you wanted to print the numbers. Okay, so simple program all we can use. So what all are things you need to revise like classes, main methods, arrays, variables, loops, data types, output statement, and all those things need to be revised, guys. Okay, so these are the building block for the DSA, or which will help you out to understand the DSA more properly. So before coming to the tomorrow's session, I will request you, most of you, please go through these concepts. Is that okay for you all? In Java, you have to go through this concept. Okay. So normally basic structure of Java program you can write down. Okay. Okay, just tell me how many of you are familiar with not familiar with the Java? Just mention. Arey Lakshita, they already sharing the link. You can click on that link, fill up the feedback form. Your attendance will get marked. They're sharing n number of time. Go for Java 17, guys. That is the LTS. Java 17, Java 21. Two versions are there. Not JavaScript. I'm talking about Java. There is a no need to go for JavaScript. See, I have observed one thing. People are more interested to create a nuisance value than learning the Java DSA. I have observed that.
There are many people. So definitely if I observe anyone, I will block them. Okay. Yes, basics of Java, if you have a knowledge, that is enough. Okay. So you should know the what is classes, what is object, what all are loops, what all are conditional statement. Okay. Then all those things, if you know, then definitely it is going to help you out. Correct, Aish. Yes. So I hope you guys have got the answer what you need to prepare in a Java, right? So what is public method, classes, main method and all? What all are variables? Okay. Okay. How many of you are not familiar with the Java? Just put it in a chat box, guys. How many of you are not familiar with the Java? Okay. How many of you are already familiar with the Java? My question is very simple. Whether you're familiar with our Java or not, I have not talked about Python. Hey, Gaurav, Java is since long time and it is going to be there for a long time. I don't know who told you about that. Okay, core Java is fine. Collection is also fine. Okay, I'll try to explain little bit in between the session. That's not a problem. Okay, in between the session, I will try to explain. So suppose I would like to explain the basic structure right now. So let me open a notepad. So first of all, I will have to write down the class. Okay, please remember you have to write down the class. So I'm going to create a public class. Okay, and I'll just give the demo first as a name. Okay, after that, whichever public class you have inside that, you have to mention the main method. So there are multiple ways to write down a main method, but we'll write down the very basic and well-known method. So we'll just write down your public static void main. Okay, and it required a string type of parameter. So we'll simply say string AR. Fine. And then inside that main method, we can print whatever we want. So see here. Okay, first of all, let me print that. And then I will explain the code. System dot out dot println. Okay. It is not like that. Obviously, we should have a first name camel case and all, but it's not mandatory. It should be capital. It's not like mandatory string args. Okay. Ah, guys, that's why I understood the level of understanding in Java from you guys. Okay. So we'll simply say, okay, I'll say welcome to session. Okay, do one thing now. Those who are saying na string args you have to use, then you have to use a capital and all. Simply write down this code in your system and run this and let me know whether you are getting outcome or not. Can you do that? No, Pranavi. This is not JavaScript. This is a Java. That is a document that get element by ID is a JavaScript. Okay, run this, guys. Those who are thinking that string ARGS is a variable name. So how will you get a error? You won't get a error. I will run in front of you. I think people have. I understood now. That's why. See, even the good people will not get a respond in future. Okay, because there are unnecessarily some people are creating a problem. Okay, but no issues. So I'll save this code. I'll run this in front of you. Okay, so I'll go on the don't know who stopped my screen. Okay, so I'll just give the name over here, demo first. I'll save it this on the desktop somewhere, so easy to access. Wait a minute, I'll keep it on desktop. I'll create a, okay, there is a tick folder. In that I will keep this demo first dot Java. Okay, and then I will say all files, right? And they'll save. Now I'll go back to that folder. Wait a minute, guys. Some people are, see, if it is wrong, I accept it. That's not an issue. I'm writing down the simple code. I don't think so that dumb I am. Okay. So wait a minute. Okay, I think we are saved somewhere else. Okay, I'll create here one folder. Okay, I'll create a folder TP, right? And in that folder, I'll save that code. Again, I'll go back to the file, save as, and desktop TP. Okay, and I'll say all files dot Java. Okay, and then definitely I'll go back to the folder. I'm not looking for the any comments right now. Wait a minute, guys. Let me explain the things, and then we'll go ahead. Okay. Okay, I'll go back to the TP. Here I'll type CMD. Okay. Now, guys, see here, I will execute using the Java C. So Java C, then demo first dot Java, right? So now when I execute, if you observe in that TP folder, it has created dot class file. Okay. So it means it has compiled successfully. Tomorrow I'll explain in detail. Okay. Today only because there are certain people creating a trouble. So I'm just showing them. So don't worry. Those who don't know the Java, don't worry. Tomorrow I'll explain from the scratch code. So can you see here it is working? Now tell me the people, those who are saying that there is a error in code. VS Code you can use, no problem. You can go for VS Code. I don't have problem. Yes, I understood. There are people sending the useless messages. I understood. BlueJ, I have not used that, but if you are comfortable, you can go for that. I don't have problem. VS Code is best. Okay, no problem. But I have a habit of using the notepad. Okay, okay. We'll take your doubts at the end. Correct, correct. We'll do that. I'll do that. No problem, Lakshita. I'll do that. Previously, also, I have conducted many of you have attended my session. So don't worry, I'll do that. Today, let them do whatever. I know that first day, let them enjoy. Then from tomorrow, I will take care of the whole class. Is that okay till here? Any other questions? Can we do this program, online C program? Sir, do the program. So C program, you want to do the C programming, you can do, but that is not a part. That is not a thing which I have to explain over here. Okay. Srujan Sai, if you want, you can go and do it in any programming language. I don't have issue. Okay. So I'll do that only. At the end, I will take your questions. I will solve the, or maybe I'll explain the full concept, and then only I will take your section. Okay, you can execute Pranami, no problem. 1 minute. I'm showing the code. Okay, so I hope the code is visible. Online compiler you can use. Java online compiler is you can use. That's not a problem. You can use. You can try this, guys. If you have any other question, you can feel free to ask. 9 o'clock, we'll wind up the session. Tomorrow, we'll talk about more code, more things, okay? And as some people have said correctly, we'll focus on the session and later on, we'll take your questions. No problem, no problem. Guys, thank you. Though there are people those who are responded very nicely, wonderfully. Okay, so guys, here I don't know how many of you are attending. Maybe you'll not get a notes here. You'll get it notes on LMS. Okay, so they have already explained into the their presentation, Amar sir. Okay, so I think I don't know whether you have joined late or not. Okay, you'll get it on the LMS. No problem, no problem. Okay, we don't know. Okay, if you don't know the basics, still don't worry. I will explain every code, everything properly, so you guys will understand. That is my part. That I will do. Don't worry. Thank you, everyone. Please fill up the feedback form so you'll get a attendance for you. Okay. Okay. Amar, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Okay. So if there is a no question, can we wind up now?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. Okay. So what I will do normally, I'll take a question at the end only because today there is unnecessarily many people was sending the questions and all. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir. That will work.
Okay. Okay. We'll try to, even today was the conceptual session. So some people, so I'll take a more example tomorrow.
Okay. So,
Okay.
dear participants, I already shared the attendance feedback form into the chat. You can mark it once. The link over the Zoom, YouTube, and LMS platform is the same only. And on a daily basis, the process will be the same. So I'm also going through the session. See, guys, the important thing that if you are going to ask some nonsense questions in between, okay? So session is going on, sir is explaining, and you are asking about the attendance, or if you're asking about the notes. We are already explained that. So what's happening actually? So it's disturbing the class. Those who are actually here to learn and those who are actually here for certificate, there are lots of difference. Okay. So if you're here for certificate, also not an issue, but please take care of others learning also. Okay. So because of us, we should not disturb others, right? So you have query, you have question about anything else, you can tag me, but we are giving the time to you, right? So please utilize that time to ask the questions. If you are still having the doubt, tomorrow before 5 minutes the session you can ask. But in middle, what will happen? It will disturb others. So it's my humble request. Whatever query or question you have in a first or in last, you can ask. Coming to the notes, many messages I saw about the notes, which I already explained to the LMSKT session. So join the session on time on a daily basis. The notes and all these things will be provided to you. It will be available on the LMS portal. And if you join